Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes with Silver Phoenix. I've just boarded the train. We have an hour and 26 minutes, but I have in reality about 26 minutes before I have to leave to go to the dentist. So I don't have the extra hour. This is a time mission that was just forced on me. The Kronos Titan and entire crew. If that means this entire map has to be cleaned, I will fail it because I do not have time. And this is something I absolutely despise about the timed missions is that they just sprung this on me, right? The mission before this was not timed, and the mission ended, and it's like, okay, hour and a half time mission. They shouldn't do that. I have to go, right? I had been playing for about 45 minutes. I had another half hour, and now I have to clean this whole map. This is going to be impossible to do in an hour and a half. And I don't have an hour and a half. And we complained about this ceaselessly to the developers, and I thought they had gotten rid of this. Right? I thought they had gotten rid of the timed missions that are auto-forced on you, but they don't seem to have. So let's see if we can find the stupid Kronos Titan and at least beat that up, and then we'll make a circuit. Like, we'll just kind of go circular, like in spirals out. Oh, you're attacking me now? This is going to be a real pain, this guy. He hit me. Why are they aggroing from such a huge distance? I don't understand this. They did this when I entered the mission too. They aggroed from like God knows where. And like the whole map is just aggroing to me now. Yeah, I am probably going to have to abandon this mission. Because if I can't patrol the map and find just the Titan and take it out, I will not have time to do this. I mean, this is they give you an hour and a half because it's a really long mission, right? Because you have to defeat, it looks like, everybody, right? Entire crew. Now what? How are you guys aggroing to me? I guess I aggroed them while I was jumping around. I don't see how, because I was like over here. Can we get up here? This is where I think I have it. Yes, flight will be useful. I have a little jetpack. So we're going to fly up above and see if we can find this stupid guy. Hercules class. There he is. Okay, he's an elite boss. Alright, so I'm going to sweep the area. I'm going to start over here. Clean the area up, and then we'll work out from this guy. From the Titan. He is cool looking, by the way. I don't know if 4 heals is going to be enough against this elite boss, but we'll see. Okay, let's take these guys out. Oh, and Control Tab is now working to target the nearest guy again. I don't know what happened when I was playing Liberty last. A few days ago, Control Tab was targeting the farthest guy. I don't know why. Because I didn't change anything in my settings, and I even checked it and confirmed that it is set to target the nearest guy. Okay, operations engineer here. Let me take out the gunslinger. It's funny, you know, the missions that just have regular bosses on them, they say, oh, bring help. But this mission, I don't think he said bring help. Gotta watch out because that thing is pretty close. Turn on stealth. I don't know if we're gonna be able to taunt this guy away, but let's try. Yeah, we did. Okay, that's good. I want to get that thing on its own. Okay. There's a sapper with it. We have to take that thing out first. I think this is clean enough. Alright. Focused accuracy to make sure we hit. Elude. Focus chi. In we go. It's sturdy. Now we gotta pound the daylights out of this thing. Don't need focus accuracy anymore. I just wanted to make sure we hit the sapper. Wait, how did my endurance get drained so bad? He must have an endurance drain also. Hit conserve power just in case. Okay, focus chi. We're doing alright. He's not hitting me. Okay. Keep the hit points up. We got him, guys. Now, the part that will suck is if I have to go in 20 minutes before I clean out the rest of the mission, and I don't get credit for this. Got him. Got a badge. Mistress of Olympus. Destroyed the Chronos Titan, but now I gotta defeat everybody in here, which I don't have time to do, guys. Sort of just go in ever-widening circles. I really fear this is a defeat all, and it's going to be ridiculous because of how big it is. Honestly, if this was a live game, I'd be on the forums tonight bitching about this and saying you guys should not do this, right? That a mission ends and the next mission is timed, and if you don't do it, you fail. Like, I don't have time for this. Not realize that people have lives and they're just playing the game for fun and they don't necessarily have an extra hour and a half after having played for an hour. What? Who's shooting me? Can't leave anybody alive or awake. Trying to fight the guys that are closest to the Titan. Because sometimes, if it's just and his crew, it's just the guys within a certain range. Why does my endurance keep draining? Oh, elude. Okay, never mind. That was stupid. I forgot about elude. Here we go. The other time must have been the Titan, but this time it was elude. quick rest. Yeah, so the Titan was over here, so I'm trying to get everybody. So maybe these guys need to be taken out. And these guys start over there. Stop. Some of my clicks are not registering too. There we go. Endurance is rolling up. Alright, next. What a pain in the neck to have to clear the whole mission. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to be super talkative because I'm just trying to do this really fast. I did not expect to be stuck in a defeat all outdoor mission timed. I was just getting ready to stop and be like, okay, I gotta get ready to go to the dentist. And I got this. Just defeat him as fast as I can. It's pretty clear we're going to have to wipe the whole map. Because I've cleared out stuff, most of the stuff that's close to him. And now, clear the whole map is such a pain on the outdoor missions. Because there's always somebody somewhere hidden in a nook that you didn't see. And it might take you 30 minutes just to find them. I find this very frustrating. Because I could have just stopped, right? And the one thing we asked was to just let the timer stop when we log out. So let it just be an hour and a half of in-game time. And the developers in, what, 8 years never did that. Never bothered. So now I'm going to fail this mission even though I actually succeeded at it because of the timer. I defeated the Titan. I defeated everything around him. We're halfway across the map. But when this hits an hour, I have to stop. Going as fast as I can here. It's a good way to die too because you're in a rush, so you're not being careful. It's a good way to faceplant. Did I get him in time? I mostly want to get him in time now, not because it's dangerous or whatever, but just because the auto turret is one more thing for me to have to beat up. Still not enough. I'm gonna have to wipe the whole map. Keep hoping that if I've wiped, this much out, that it'll count as the entire crew, but clearly not. Auto turret. Get this guy first, just to stop the next auto turret from coming out. Now I get all the heals, and I don't really need them. Well, this is Scrapper Lock. You're seeing it for sure. Just running through as fast as possible and beating the crap out of everything. Not stopping, not caring, not trying to be safe. Normally, I don't really like to play this fast, this mindlessly, you know, but I've got no choice. I've only got about 10 minutes left before I have to leave. Don't need that, don't need that. This over here. You can see how much easier +2 times 1 is. This is a +2 mission for one player, and basically, except for the archvillain, I didn't even need any inspirations. It's just no problem. And that's why I have it on ×2 players, because it's a little more of a challenge. Thank goodness I did not put this on ×2 here, because I would never be able to finish it. This is at least possible. Yep, it's going to have to be the whole mission, clearly. Because if it was just the guys near him, it would be completed already. Well, I was hoping that I would get a mission complete, but clearly not. Yeah, I don't know if the Homecoming guys would be amenable to changing this kind of thing. Probably not. All they have to do is just not give it to you instantly. Right? And make it something where you have to call your contact. And then warn you, this is a timed mission, you will have 90 minutes. And then I would have been like, nope, gotta go to the dentist, I'll do it when I get back. And of course it doesn't help that this is martial arts, so it's all single target, there's no AoE, which is fine, but it's not good for speed running through a mission. And this is kind of what people would call a speed run, in the sense of just going whipping through it fast. Like, and that's frustrating. Like, I can't even enjoy it because I'm just trying to get it done. Whereas if it had waited until I came back from the dentist, then I would have been able to enjoy the mission. And there may be one guy up here that I missed. Never gonna find him. Just gotta clear the whole map. Alright, let's fly. Here we go. Get up here and see who's left. There's gotta be more guys. Right there. So this is a little temporary power that I got while I was badge hunting. It's not really in character to use, but I'm just trying to get this mission done. And it's much easier to do, like to fly over. Ah, we got it. Excellent. Alright, we're going to head out. I'm not worrying about that auto turret. I'm sorry about that, guys, but I've got to go, so... Okay, we got our reward merits, 50 of them. We completed the mission, and now we can call Crimson. And we've leveled up! The wreckage of that Titan is being recovered by the city. I hear the Warwall engineers were sweating bullets before you showed up. They didn't know if they'd be able to stop that thing. Firenze is in captivity and cursing your name. He's too smart to talk. But what he has to say is almost less important than what he represents. Firenze's capture and exposure has shown the rest of the Malta group that they are not untouchable and invisible masters. Now they'll have to worry about threats from more traditional law enforcement, which means that they won't be able to spend as much time dealing with unconventional threats like Indigo and myself. Thinking about it that way, I suppose you could say I exposed this operation for selfish reasons, but I prefer to think of it as enlightened self-interest. This guy cracks me up. Either way, I have you to thank. One last thing, it's just a funny bit of irony for you. Remember how one of the reasons Malta was so afraid of China in the first place was because they thought that China had far more metahumans in their armed forces than we did? A superhuman gap, they called it. If they'd really paid attention to their intelligence, instead of seeing what they wanted to see, they would have known that most of China's metahumans perished or went into hiding during the Cultural Revolution. Mao Zedong was too afraid of them, destabilizing his vision of China. America may have 1/3 China's population, but it has twice as many superhumans. All right. So that's the end of that story arc, and we can go to Talos Island, where we will quickly level. And, well, we may level. I got to look at the power options, and if I can't decide on something, I'll just leave it for the next episode, or do it off screen and then tell you what I got. But let's just see. I really would rather have more slots. I don't need any other powers, but I'd like to add a few more slots. Okay, train to a new level of power, and train up to the next level, and now we get a power choice. So we're not getting Crippling Axe. We don't really need anything in martial arts, or in jumping, because we have martial arts. Laser Beam Eyes, Energy Torrent. I don't need that. So let's see. Flight, we don't need. Fighting, no. Leadership, no. Not appropriate for her. Medicine, no. Presence, no. Sorcery, no. Speed. Speed's it. I guess it's hasten. I hate to take it, it's such a generic power, but there just isn't. Yeah, leadership is just not appropriate for her. She's not like a leadery person. I guess hasten is it. And we don't need to slot hasten. Put this up here with our other utility powers. We don't need a slot hasten. I'm not going to. It recharges every 7 minutes. So what I can do is pop elude and then pop hasten, and then elude will recharge in, what's the recharge now on it? Elude will recharge in. It's down to 7 minutes, I think. It'll recharge in like 6.5, something like that. So instead of it dropping when this is at 3 minutes and 53 seconds or whatever, it'll drop at like 3:30. So that'll be alright. We'll put a single origin recharge enhancer on it. I'll do that off screen. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes with our level 49 character.